Boom, shakalaka. Boom. Hello. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Wait, why am I hearing? One, two, 1, 2. Yes, yes. Trying to figure out how to get my screen to show.
Will is the key. Will. Willpower. I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I don't know much as you do, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody in here is more learned than I, much more of a scholar than I. But I know about coming back from seemingly unsurmountable odds. I know about coming back from when doctors tell you that you can't or that you shouldn't. Oh, you're too old. You shouldn't be. You should sit down somewhere and take it easy. Yeah, I got my AARP card in my wallet right now. In the same group. So you should sit down, sir, because of your diagnosis, and don't do a damn thing. Bullshit. Hell no. Every time I go to the doctor, they tell me what I shouldn't be doing, and what I should be doing, and what I won't do, and what I can't do. And I politely go out the door and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm going to do that until they throw dirt on top of me. This is my life. And I choose to live it the way I want to live it. I won't let you decide how I live this life. I don't care how long or short it is. It's mine, motherfucker. And I'm going to use it how I see fit. So your stories motivate me. They say, oh, after 35 years of lifting weights, open heart surgery, dying 3 times on the operating table, CT. What motivates you? Your story motivates me. Your story motivates me. The stories of extreme will. People that came through something or circumstances that they were not supposed to go through. You just ain't supposed to be able to do it. But he did it any goddamn way. It is impossible until some crazy son of a bitch has the audacity to believe that no matter what the expert or the doctor says, I can still do that shit. And if you don't believe it, just sit your ass down over here and watch me do it. How do you teach people to not look at something and say immediately, because the appearance, I can't do it, I give up, before they even attempt it? Oh, that's overtraining. Simply because it sounds like more than I ever done before. I can't do that. I won't even try. I won't even try. I give up before I even try. No. Oh, I tried, but I fell short. I tried my best, but I fell short. Is there victory in that? Goddamn right it is. Anytime that you give your best effort, that you give everything that you possibly can give, there is that.
All right, man. We appear to be screen sharing. I gotta get rid of all these. This is a free streaming thing, so live trading is my live. Wow, the sound is super sensitive, huh? Let's see. Let me try to turn it down so I don't yell and scream into this mic. I think I'm turning it up. Yeah, CT Fletcher. I like that dude, man. OG Box, appreciate you, man. A little bit confusing trading today. I'm trying to mess with this and go. I got angry and just totally destroyed my other one. It's, I don't know. This StreamYard is pretty cool. Wow, the sound is crazy sensitive. Let's see if we can't turn it down. That does not seem to be doing anything. Off, that's on. Yeah, the video looks good, huh? Like it's coming in. So you got to connect. Wow. That mic is like 2 feet from me and it's still that loud. I cannot get it to turn down. Yeah, man. All right, we were trading. I've been trading to the short side. I started out on the long side. And I said I was going to get back in, or I got in on the short side. Then I said I was going to get back in. Now we're all over the place, man. So I'm actually getting pissed. If we look at the TQQ on a 10-minute chart, when we opened, everything is pointing down. Down, down, down. Everything is down. We're getting some sideways action. And so I was hoping we were building, and I said, hey, if we get above this 5-day or 5 EMA, I'm going to switch and trade to the long side. Yeah. We did that, and now we've turned back down. And if you look on the 30-minute, look, down, down, down. Everything is pointing on this day that the pressure's to the downside. And if you look at this 30-minute chart, I mean, look, stage 4 decline, sideways, stage 2 breakout, sideways, stage 4 decline. And I mean, it's got clear sailing down to $40, and that would be the money flow pattern. And it's easy to have a bias to the upside because most of the time the market goes to the upside. Switching to the short side is a little more difficult. Let's bring up another window. So SQQ, obviously the easiest way to play that. Bring it up on a 1 minute. Oof. So we're all over the place here. So let's do. You see, we're coming back, man. Look, see, we're coming back. All right, fuck it. We're going to play the long side. I'm not fucking around anymore. Can't keep bouncing while trying to fucking stream. So getting long 1,000 shares of the TQQ right here. You can see this stage 2 breakout. So let's draw this real quick. This is our anchor. And we had a 1, 2, 3, 4. Now everything is starting to go sideways. So we'll watch this for a second. So I put on 1,000. I've been trading more than that, but this has been, what do they got? 41.14. So let's keep watching this 10-minute chart. God damn. Yeah, I mean, I don't like this. So it's one reason I'm doing less shares. We have an anchor point. The MACD on the 10 is turned. We got everything going sideways, trying to break out. We got obvious targets. All right, so you see what I'm looking at. The 10-minute, some people call it triple screen. Some people call it multiple time frames. Continuity. And look, we're back under the 5. So I think this is one of those days where damned if you do, damned if you don't. You got to pick your side. You got to set your stops and just honor it and trade the way you're going to trade, man. So let's pull up. I'm actually going to add to this and see if this stage 1 will hold. So you can see what man, I don't like how the streaming app's making my screen just a little weird here. Let's watch this though. Oh, come on, man. Why are you doing this to me? We're about to get busted out. This has not been a good day. Do what I do. Whenever you get mad, bet more. My opinion, never enough audio in the volume in the truck. No, I hear you, Rhodes. I hear you, man. I'm the same way. I'd rather them fucking blast it and I can just turn it down. Oh, man. Ever since these fires, I don't trust my internet. And so I keep watching the level 2 screen, and I've been slipping on that level 2 screen. If you don't know what a level 2 screen is, a level 2 screen allows you to see the price and the shares that are buying. So like 109 shares, 88 shares, 100. So that bid ask, when the order comes in, it'll tell you actually the amount of shares that were purchased. So if you see a lot of like 3 shares, 13, 22, 15, 66, 10. I mean, 10 shares, it's $410. So that's not institutions playing right now. 15 shares. Now, to be fair, that's of the QQQ. Okay. So we're talking about people buying the QQQ, to be fair. Yeah, this is going downtown. So, it's coming back, man. Stays like this, it get a little boring. And then just when you stop watching, this is a problem with day trading. This is why when I started rehabbing houses, seriously, I just had to stop. And as much as I like it, but what it does do is it allows you to see the swings and the movements fast. And I had some Holly DM me yesterday, and she's not a day trader, but just watching it, seeing the pattern. Well, fuck, that could take 3 months. On a daily, here we go, man. Let's buy some shares. Taking me to church, man. We're at 2,000 now. Come on, baby. 2,000 shares. If we're either going to win or lose big, that's what I say. Lose it all, man. Fuck. I don't give a fuck. Take it to 0. Whenever I say that stuff, usually I'm just trying to get myself hyped up. We don't have the right RSI setting on here. Hold on. Whenever I day trade, I try to run 2 RSIs. Because the runs are just not going to last as long. And so I'm watching this first one, like you saw it hit over here. And if you're trading pretty conservative and you catch the stage 1 and then bam, you get in, there's your breakout, right? And you start to run. I'm expecting it to go to previous high, which was in that 41.50 range. But we know it doesn't always do that. These things aren't for certain. It's not science. It's more art. So I'm just looking for that RSI to bang. When it bangs, I need to start taking the trade down. And that's how I see that. I feel like it's not even moving, man. We got low volume day today. It's barely moving, man. And let's listen to CT while we wait, man. I like this guy. This is a good message, man. This dude is ripped. Makes me want to do push-ups.
Is the key. Willpower. I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I don't know what did you do. I'm sure everybody in here is more learned than I. Much more of a scholar.
Fuck, dude.
But I know about.
All right, we're breaking out. Push-up time.
Coming back from seemingly unsurmountable odds. I know about coming back from when doctors tell you that you can't or that you shouldn't. Oh, you're too old. You shouldn't be. You should sit down somewhere and take it easy. Yeah, I got my AARP card in my wallet right now. In the same group.
Actually, today's sit-up day. I rotate, man. One day's push-ups, one day's sit-ups when I'm trading. And I try to just do it throughout the day.
And don't do a damn thing.
Even drunk.
Bullshit. Hell no. Every time I go to the doctor, they tell me what I shouldn't be doing and what I should be doing and what I won't do and what I can't do. And I politely go out the door and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm going to do that until they throw dirt on top of me. This is my life. And I choose to live it the way I want to live it. I won't let you decide how I live this life. I don't care how long or short it is. It's mine, motherfucker. And I'm going to use it how I see fit. So your stories motivate me. They say, oh, after 35 years of lifting weights and open heart surgery and dying 3 times on the operating table, CT, what motivates you? Your story motivates me. Your story motivates me. The stories of extreme will.
Come on, man.
People that came through something or circumstances that they were not supposed to go through. You just ain't supposed to be able to do it. But he did it any goddamn way. It is impossible until some crazy son of a bitch has the audacity to believe that no matter what the expert or the doctor says, I can still do that shit. And if you don't believe it, just sit your ass down over here and watch me do it. How do you teach people to not look at something and say immediately, because the appearance, I can't do it, I give up, before they even attempt it? Oh, that's overtraining. Simply because it sounds like more than I ever done before. I can't do that. I won't even try. I won't even try. I give up before I even try. No. Oh, I tried, but I fell short. I tried my best, but I fell short. Is there victory in that? Goddamn right it is. Anytime that you give your best effort, that you give everything that you possibly can give, there is satisfaction in knowing that I did my absolute best. I did all I could do. There's victory in that. There's satisfaction in that. effort is so important. It is so important. The effort that you give. My last competition, I was unsuccessful in my attempt, but I consider it my greatest competition. Why, CT? You didn't get it. Because the day before that competition, my doctor looked me in the face and he said, if you go out there and you try to bench press 705 pounds, it's going to kill you. Your valve is too weak. It'll be too much of a strain. It will explode right there on the stage and you're going to die in front of all the people. That's my doctor told me that. I have trained my whole life for this. I have devoted my life to this. This is the reason for my existence. This is why I am here. And you're asking me if I am going to compete?
Oh. It's rather boring here, huh? Yeah, nothing worse than trying to go live, real money trading, and nothing's happening. Now we're just, this kind of tells me we want to probably go to the upside because we start to drift down and then we turn up. Now we're drifting down. You're starting to see this. Let's pull the 10-minute up. Now, traditionally, because I jacked the shares up, I'm down. And you got to be careful of that, man. You have a big day. Like yesterday, we had a pretty big day. I think I made 2,600 points. So it gets real easy the next day to like, oh, I'm playing with house money. Start playing stupid, man. Traditionally, and I posted this in Discord. I was talking about this. And it's the same. Traditionally, you're wanting to use a couple time frames. Where I disagree on this, let's pull something up over here. Where's the 10-minute? Oh, Jesus. So you see how the 10 minutes not even above the 5-day moving average. But this should be a stage 1 forming, right? And we see we got the RSI, but it doesn't have to, right? That's the thing about nobody knows. I have no idea where the market's going. I do know what a bottom looks like, and they look like this. They put in a lowest low, and then they stop. And when they stop, you start to see that TSI go sideways. You start to see the MACD histogram start ticking this way. Now, most people are waiting for a crossover of this MACD. This histogram, I don't even have the MACD lines. Whenever it crosses the center line, that's when you get the crossover. That's the moving average convergence divergence. That's what that means, is that it's converging on the 0 line, and that's when you get a buy signal on the MACD. Now, I don't typically use it for that. For me, what is of most interest, and I typically don't use indicators like a lot of people do. You see from there to there, that tells me everything I need to know. Here was momentum, and then it went that way. When it went that way, that tells me momentum is now to the upside. And all I'm looking for in a stage 4, and the reason I've been doing it on the live is we can see it faster. All I'm looking for is that price comes down, RSI signals. Now I'm very closely watching. And what I'm looking for is sideways movement. Now, typically in the day trade world, the money flow is not going to, there's going to be a lot of them going to be like that. They're going to change it as the time frames gets tighter and tighter and tighter. I add an extra RSI. I'm trying to play the same game. I would love for the times to be lined up. I would love for the 1 minute to be the same direction as the 10, and the 10 is the 30, and the 30 is the 1 day. And it's just a beautiful rally and everything goes up. And when it does that shit, everybody's a great trader. Now we're starting to move. When we're not good traders is how do you handle it when shit goes bad, when it's not working, when you're getting stopped out? How do you handle it then? That's what trading's about. Trading is not about the easy days and the good days. Trading is about, can you execute on a plan that you had yesterday without fucking it up? Like stop, that is it. And that it's consistency of executing on the same thing, assuming it has an edge. Now you're going to find out if it has an edge. If you're 4 months into this and you're not winning, you might not have an edge. But if you breakouts happening right here, see the stage 2 breakout? Let's take that in. I hope everybody can hear me. Let me put my earbud back in. I hate to stop CT, man. That dude. I'm a motivational junkie. Okay, everybody can hear me. Good deal. I drive my wife crazy with the motivational shit. And I always say, baby, the reason you don't need motivational shit is you got me. Take me out of the equation. You better be listening to some damn motivational. You better be listening to some sales because you wouldn't have no money. But I don't know. She gets mad whenever I say that. Oh man. All right, so we're not getting shit. I'm gonna watch the level 2. I'm gonna go to the daily so we can get something out of this. Somebody in Discord mentioned, you know what? Let's invite some other people, man. Let's invite some of my friends. We got 31 people. We'll go over some daily shit. Let me try to share this. I kind of like this StreamYard, man. I got this little thing going across the bottom. I think I'm going to upgrade on this. This is the problem with being a live streamer and all this shit. I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't go to school for this. When I was a kid, we weren't doing this. Not to sound like about to get stopped out, man. So we got to put our mark here. We don't want to get busted out. I'm down $170 right now. The reason I'm down 170 is I'm sitting on 2,000 shares. Every penny is $20 for me. That's the difference between day trading and swing trading. Swing trading is cool. You got all the time in the world. You can set it up. You can run 10, 20 swing trades easily. And the best thing, if you're going to quote swing, and you really want to define this, I probably should repeat this more and more and more and do more videos. It's hard for me because on my side, I always feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. And I forget, like some people are just hearing me today. And it's like, well, I've been saying that for 5 years. And it's like, no, this guy just heard it for the first time. And you have to keep reminding yourself that and then that, and I struggle with that of, what is it I'm supposed to be teaching? And I struggle with, okay, I feel like some people should have learned a lot more now. So now you're pissing me off. And then I see I'm getting stopped out. And then I struggle with, I'm out. Damn it. Then I struggle with, well, that's none of my business, really. Why am I so upset about that person? If they want to just half-ass listen to me all their life, who cares? Who am I to tell someone, and I'm not living their life. I'm not in their shoes. I don't know their problems. I'm not, I don't know. And it's easy, I can get caught up in that. And I'm trying to work on that, man. I really am. Because I get really mad or disappointed, I guess is what it is. And I think it's not at them. I'm mad at the situation. I'm mad that it didn't go the way it should have went. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not mad at them personally. I get it. Life's fucking hard. I think I get mad too that now I'm just babbling, but I get mad that trading it's such a wonderful thing. And if this thing comes back in the box, I'm going to be mad. So right now, if you're a day trader, you would immediately set up your order. I don't like to use hotkeys because I've fucked up hotkeys a lot. Hotkey means you hit a button and you're in. You can just hit one button. It buys you 1,000 shares. Now I have it set that way, but I move my hotkeys away from me. I don't have them on the keyboard anymore because I fucked around and done some dumb things with hotkeys. And then one time my son, no kidding, I went to the bathroom and my kid came and started hitting my laptop and I had hotkeys set, buy, sell, like on a video game. So I could hit like the L button or the A button. L button got me in, A button got me out. Man, oh man, my son's in there banging away. And that was when it was, $10 a transaction. He had watched me do this all the time. Shit, when I went to the bathroom, he sits down and starts AL in it. Bang, 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 bang. Yeah, true story, man. I came out, I was down like 450. Oh, that's fun. Well, while this goes to shit, now look. So this is the thing. Let's switch to the SQ real quick, and you'll see the confusion. You might be able to play that way, guys. I can't do it, man. I get frustrated. So look, SQ's been working. Look at this grind higher. And that was on me. This was my mistake because there's no one else to blame. And sometimes your strategy just doesn't work that day. But this was my plan. If the 5 got above the, I was going to trade to the upside. Well, look what happened. It's gone straight down. So right here, I should have got off that, but I'm streaming, doing other shit, testing new software while trying to day trade and talk. So that's all on me. And we were saying that this morning. We should have been on the short side all day today. Even though on the daily, look, it's still a stage 2. 5 days above the 10, 10's above the 20. It's a stage 2 market. But you could have down day, down day, down day, like over here. Down day, down day, down day. Well, that in day trading, you should have traded that to the downside if the 30 and the 10 are pointing down. I'm gonna be honest. I struggle with that. I struggle with switching directions because I quit day trading after many years of day trading, and I was successful at it. I made money every year after a while. It took a while. Honestly, it took like 5 years for me to get my shit together. And I was making good money. It wasn't as efficient as it is today. Remember, I paid commission. So I paid $10 to enter, $10 to get out. So think about as you're learning right now, 10 in, 10 out, 10 in, 10 out, 10 in, 10 out, 10 in, 10 out. And we might do what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades. Well, that's $100. So I would automatically be down $100, $150, $200 a day just in trading cost. And I was profitable. And so now you can do it and there's no cost at all associated with day trading or swing trading these things during the day. So like here's the 30-minute. You're driving truck. I day trade in the car driving. No bullshit. I know it sounds crazy. But I don't mean not driving. You get what I'm saying. Like I can have my pad over there. Me and the wife are traveling and I'm trading. I can do everything from a pad, man. And if this right here, that was our signal. Look, price got below it. Here's our support line. Once that broke on the 30-minute, and look, the next level of support is right here. So I was saying that this morning. I just didn't stick to my own. See, now I'm mad at myself. I literally mapped this out this morning that if we go short, the 30-minute says we're going to about the $40 range. I mean, that's just support and resistance. And then the next one's down here. The reason I kept hesitating is the RSI was already extreme. And I'm bullish right now. And that came into my mind. I'm very bullish right now on the stock market. So I'm just sharing with you my fuck ups. And then look, it's stopping right here, dude. So what is that saying to us? So neither side is really winning here. And honestly, you could have made money. The other day I had a friend trading the short. I was trading the long and we both made money. I think where I run into problems is I try to do both sides. 1 minute I'm short, 1 minute I'm long. And then honestly, like right now, I'm actually frustrated. I'm actually mad. Like I wish I could go cage fight or something because I'm really pissed off. And I know that's because of this. Even though I act like it's not, I know that's what's pissing. No, what's pissing me off is I switched and then back and then back. And then that's what's pissing me off is not sticking to it. Yeah. And I know better than that, man. I got 3 likes. What in the fuck, dude? 42 viewers, 3 likes. I do like this platform though. Maybe I can go get some. Let me go see if I can get some people that'll actually like my. What in the fuck, dude? I don't know why people do this, man. All right, here we go. See if I can get some people in over here. See, now we're back, man. God damn it. Hello? Oh, there we go. Now we got 4 likes. 1 person clicked like. All right, I'm back in on the long side. I said fuck it earlier. I'm going to stay long, even though technically. Here we go. All right, I'm long. 1,500 shares. Now, based on what we've been seeing, I'm not even going to get. Wow, this mic is so sensitive, dude. I don't know how to turn it down either. If you've used StreamYard, how come you're not my friend and helping me out, man? Fuck. Down we go. It's actually a good lesson in trading that you're going to get days like this, man. The only reason I'm frustrated is I'm trying to do multiple things, trying to post, comment, and fucking stream. So that's why I'm getting frustrated. Otherwise, when I get frustrated, normally if I'm trading, it's just me. I just go do fucking push-ups, man. And then if it's, I alternate. Some days it's just crunches and sit-ups. And that's the best thing to do is just go do a little prison workout. Not these sissy ones like you guys do in your air-conditioned gyms. Fucking, although I'm a member of one too, but I actually feel like a sissy when I'm in there. My gym is so fancy, dude. They got this giant pool and all. Man, you guys ain't working out, man. You're sitting in a fucking luxury spa. It's like a Roman spa house. Bunch of sissies. They should be outside sweating, working. I don't know what's up with the world today, man. Everybody's a sissy. They're in there doing fucking yoga and got that thing at 72 degrees so nobody sweats. It's like, okay. I like Tesla here, man. I like Tesla as a buy. I'm going to be buying some more TSLY today. Let's check in on Uber. Let's just run through some stocks. Uber's coming down. Oof. Doesn't look good, does it? Everything's still technically to the upside, though, man. What else? Anybody got any stocks that let me look at here before I get in trouble? Do you have any fee to be a member of your day trading Discord? Yes, sir. Of course I do. What do you think? I'm a free whore? Yes, of course you do, bro. That wasn't it. I'm sorry. Any ladies that consider themselves that, I apologize. I didn't mean to equate that I was the same. Yeah, we have to, man. You have to on the Discord, man. We got to keep it small, man. Otherwise, you get crazy and you got thousands of people in there and you got people just throwing out bullshit. And I try to keep it following the money flow. The whole point of the Discord is the money flow. And when there's not the money flow concept, I tend to say enough that it pisses them off that they leave. I'm not like, I don't like debt unless the debt's paying you money. There is no conversation where you explain to me financing a car is a good idea. That's terrible. I get it. People have to do it. But my point being is I have these things. Look at this. This thing just crashed down. Look at this. See, we should be trading from the short side, man. We just said that earlier. I got stopped out. I got to apologize, man. I traded terrible today. I let this stuff get me frustrated, man. No, there's no link, bro. You got to own my book first. So go to geraldpeters.info. You got to get my book, The Money Flow. Make sure you dig with what I'm doing. If it fits in what you're doing, then we're good. I'm going to stop day trading for a minute. Let's look at some stocks, man. We look at Delta. I thought this was a good setup. I still like the setup in Delta. Let me take this down. Now I'm just frustrated. Yeah, we can look at O. Let's look at this real quick. So the way I do it, and obviously you're not always going to be right. Every Sunday, I try to record it. It gets hard for me to. One of the things I'm having a hard time with, and I'm trying to bring someone in some way to help me with this, is I was hoping these kind of things would grow organically. I don't want to just hire fucking strangers to help me with things. I was hoping people would just rise up naturally. That's how I've done it my whole life, man. I always just found a job for myself. You know what I mean? Like if I see something, I just go, hey, I could do that. Hey, man, why don't you let me do that? And I would just start doing it. And then money tends to follow. But a lot of people want to be paid to get up. They want to be paid if they do anything. That's a terrible strategy. You're going to make the most money in your life if you will do it for free. The things that will pay you the absolute most money, people are not going to pay you to do it. That confuses people because they're used to working an hourly wage. If you write a book, unless you're very famous, nobody's paying you. If you go start a Discord, nobody's paying you. If you start posting on IG and Instagram and do like all this shit, I spent years putting all this together. I didn't get paid a fucking penny. And then people immediately meet me and go, oh, well, if you pay me this, I'll do. It's like, fuck you, dude. You go do that. You have a job, sir. I don't have a job. So if you really want to make a lot of money, lose the job mentality. That is so hard for people to understand. And you will make more because then someone like me will be like, man, I really need what you're doing. You're doing such a good job. I'm going to start paying you. I can't even get monitors. They're like, oh, I don't want to monitor, Gerald. I'm so busy in life. I can't do that. Let's see. Where are you at, Steve? Where are you at, Steve? I told you to go spend 90 days in master Discord and then come back to me. That's all you had to do, man. 90 days. Then you'd be getting paid. I know you need to make money, but you got to learn it first. Let me read. Past that, let's see. Last week was a week of breakouts. That seems to be going the wrong way now. Monday opened without much fanfare. Tuesday, all major indexes broke out. From bonds to Bitcoin. I don't know why I wrote Bitcoin. That's not true. Everything seemed like it wanted to move higher. I just realized I didn't mean to write Bitcoin there. I expect the S&P 500 to continue its current stage 2 uptrend. It's not right now. To continue this week, YieldMax released a new options income fund based around Exxon, XOMO. I probably patiently waited, blah, blah, blah. This is something I do every Sunday. I try to analyze last week and how I see it going into the following week. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And on the whiteboard, let's see. Let's send this out on Twitter. Looking at my picture yesterday and I was like, my God, I look like a homeless mountain man. So I had to go shave and shit, get my shit together. What the fuck is going on with my sizing here? All right, so here's the whiteboard and what I'm looking at. Now, I'd say this a lot, but it goes without saying. I don't list every stock I own. I own 100 something stocks. Some of them just don't need to be listed. Like you're not going to see Pepsi on here much. There's just not much to say. Okay. I have a huge position. I don't put BX on here a lot. I have a huge position. So I'm not looking to add to it. I will sometimes put them on there because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see, can I see a pattern out of here? And if you go to the front of the newsletter, I talk about market rotations. You have no business trading options if you don't understand market rotation. You have no business day trading, none of that stuff. You need to understand the rotation. What is the XLV? What is the XLF? What is the XLU? What is the XLE? And understand how those fit in the economy. Because as we start seeing breakouts in all of these things, that tells us something. Notice we're seeing DraftKings, Hood, Roku, SoFi, Pinterest, Tree. These are breaking out. Notice how many of these are on the B&B list, which means they're trading underneath the 200-day moving average. That's the setup that I look for. So somebody said O. I think O is on that list right there. So let's get to O. Now notice O. Way below the 200, man. This is always what I'm looking for. That's how you build wealth, is you wait. Now, what a lot of people do is they buy them too damn soon, man. Like you wouldn't buy it here. There is zero reason to buy it here. So just like in my day trading, what am I looking for? I'm looking for that. Now, you may have bought some in here. That's cool. Buy that stage one. But now we're breaking. What do? Wait for the next stage one. That's how you build wealth with the money flow. That's it. Just buying stage ones, holding, compounding your dividends. It is that simple. And if this thing goes way down here to 52, does another stage one, and you bought that one and that one and that one, well, I'm rotating it. So what would be another one? What's on the list? These are all coming down, I bet. Campbell's. Look at Campbell's. That means the Fed's raising rates. Look, broke the box. So now going into this, if this gets back into the box, I think that's super bullish. So now as we take the whiteboard and we look at the XLP, which is all of these consumer these consumer staples, the shit we all have to have, the Walmarts and all that. Let's look at Kraft macaroni and cheese. What's up with the macaroni and cheese? We like that. Look, broke the box. Way below the 200. Dividend is exceptionally high compared to where it normally is because it's normally not trading way down here. The reason it's coming way down is the Federal Reserve is putting pressure on these dividend stocks. And we talked about that in the beginning. So if I know that and I understand that, I don't need to worry about it. I just know this stock is coming down. They're going to keep going down, by the way, guys. There's going to be another lower stage one and a lower one. And they're just going to keep doing this until eventually the Fed's going to stop raising. When they do, AT&T's wanting to break. Now that surprises me. That one's not going down. That's probably because it got too goddamn cheap. Verizon's not going down. All right, so let's check the utilities. What's up with Duke? Duke broke down. Fuck, man. XLU. Oh, look at the XLU. Look how far down it is, man. God bless. Look at this RSI. Now, in your buy and hold, if you start nibbling on that, I'm not going to get mad at you. You don't need to post it because it's not a stage one. It just confuses people. But, if you don't go in there and buy a bunch, you're not buying the bottom, by the way. This is just one of 6 things, especially on a big down move. I mean, what if you did that over here and you're like, oh, I'm going to go ahead. And then it just goes lower and lower and lower. There's no reason to waste your powder, but at the same time, it's buy and hold. It's not that big a fucking deal. But I'm greedy, man. Like I take great pride in if I could get this at 60.231, and that's a perfect stage one. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do it perfect, man. And but again, not the end of the day. If you're gonna just buy it on, that's not even a bad strategy. Just buy them with the art, but make sure you understand the fundamentals. And that's where understanding the sectors, and there's a couple videos I asked everyone to go watch. I think you have zero chance of long-term ability to be able to invest and trade in the market successfully if you don't understand this. So spend some time. There's a very simple cartoon, and then and watch less YouTubers like me and TikTokers and watch really smart people that manage shit tons of money like Howard Marks, the Buffetts, less TikTokers, more actual billionaire money man. And he doesn't, you don't even know what kind of car he drives, by the way, or anything about that. Like you don't know what kind of watch he has. Only us influencers think we should show you our watches. Billionaires don't give a fuck what you think about their watch. Let's see if you haven't noticed that. I don't know. So something to think about. But they're also not trying to sell you a course. There's also that. Oh man, where are we at on the day trading? I'm kind of pissed now. I'm sorry, man. I fucked this all up today. I'm very upset at myself. Even on the short side, the moves are short and tight, man. Let's pull up Instagram.
Will is the key. Willpower. I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I don't know what did you do. I'm sure everybody in here is more learned than I, much more of a scholar than I. But I know about coming back from seemingly unsurmountable odds. I know about coming back from doctors tell you that you can't or that you shouldn't. Oh, you're too old. You shouldn't be. You should sit down somewhere and take it easy. Yeah, I got my AARP card in my wallet right now.
Law 27.
In the same group.
48 laws of power.
So you should sit down, sir, because of your diagnosis, and don't do a damn thing. Bullshit. Hell no. Every time I go to the doctor, they tell me what I shouldn't be doing, and what I should be doing, and what I won't do, and what I can't do. And I politely go out the door and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm gonna do that until they go dirty and tell me.
Yep.
This is my life. And I choose to live.
That is one thing about the laws of power. Some of them run conflict to being an influencer, man. Some of them, like some of the, you violate a couple of them just trying to do, like speak, don't say much. It's hard to do when you're a writer, teacher. All right, we're going to try again here, man. Also, I'm a big believer in some of the Stoic principles, but I have total breakdowns trying to do them because sometimes I get very angry. Mostly with people. Oh, I'm not even live. Let's let that go live. That's a good reminder, though, bro. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, Trill. So let some people come in here. We'll pull up some of these dividend stocks.
The way I want to live. I won't let you decide. I live this life. I don't care how long or short it is. It's mine, motherfucker. And I'm going to use it how I see fit. So your stories motivate me. They say, oh, after 35 years of lifting weights and open heart surgery and dying 3 times on the operating table, CT, what motivates you? Your story motivates me. Your story motivates me. The stories of extreme will. People that came through something or circumstances that they were not supposed to go through. You just ain't supposed to be able to do it.
All right, we got ConocoPhillips. Most of the gas stocks, I've trimmed Conoco. This thing's trading at like a 17 or 20% premium. I mean, I'm happy to own it. You know, I'm happy to own it. But it keeps drifting higher. Man, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll split the damn thing. I don't know. I got 200 shares of Conoco. I had, 400 or whatever when oil got so low. I just remember what I was saying before. Anytime they get below this 200, man, if you got these dividend stocks, this is the play. I didn't bring it up, did I? Closed it. Anyway, if you have my, if you're in Discord, or if you bought my NFT that we have out, I sent everyone that bought that my new book I'm working on called Chaos to Cash, Timing the Market. It's about the bread and butter strategy. It's not completed, but as I work on it, the fact that I know you guys have it will make me work on it. I'm about 42 pages in it. I'm not trying to make it super long. I just want to make sure it covers it. I don't like to ramble on in books because I don't like to read that like that. But I got a few videos that I want to put in there. So if you bought the MFT, you should have the book. If not, just reach out to me on Discord or whatever. And that NFT's with Matic, man. A lot of people struggled on how to buy it. But a lot of people who never messed around with it sat there, figured it out. Now look at you. Now you're a grown adult who learned a new skill. Wow. Don't go through life trying to do everything the easy way, the fucking filter way. Some shit you need to struggle on, man. Like on this YouTube, I got so mad I had to delete. This morning, I'm learning a new streaming app. And let me tell you, learning a streaming app, connecting it to YouTube, getting all shit to work is much harder than buying an NFT. And I'm doing that today. So why don't you go learn some new shit today? Stop taking it easy. Go learn new shit, man. Stop taking it easy. Talk to people all the time. They're going to start podcasts and they're too fucking lazy to go learn a podcast app. It's like, just hit the button, man. Boom, go live. That's what I did. The first 10 minutes, no sound, no video, looking stupid, trying to figure it out. Now I got this dumb streaming yard thing on there, but I'm going to keep fucking with it. I like it. So I'm going to keep working on it every day, a little bit every day. We'll get it better and better and better, man. Anyway, Cisco's just been a killer. Now, I'm going to be honest. I had a little bit, if the CIA's listening, I don't know that it was insider information, but I went to a party one time, as I'm known to do, and it was back here in these days. Now, this is already a stock that we follow because it's a dog of the Dow. But way back in here when it was much, much lower, during Mardi Gras, actually, I talked with a man who worked there. Let's see. Let me see. Go back to last Mardi Gras. Where was it? Oh, my goodness. Where was it? January. What was last Mardi Gras? January and February is where it starts for us if you live in the city. So right around in here, and we went under, this is on a weekly chart. It was down in the 35-40 range is where we started buying some because it's a dog of the Dow. And look, it had fallen from 60 all the way to 35. Would that hurt? Would you be like, oh, I don't like to see the red in my account? So, but this is a dog of the Dow, so I stay with it. So I've been buying some. And I talked with this guy, and he was like, dude, we are killing it. We are absolutely killing it. He's a supervisor. And what the fuck did I just do? And so that kind of gave me a little motivation to back truck up, not back truck up, and it's been straight up ever since I talked to that guy, for whatever that's worth, man. Why did it? I'm sorry. Hold on, YouTube. Let me resize this a little bit. Well, I don't know why it's doing that with the screen. I need to adjust here. I'm sorry, YouTube. I'll work on this sizing for the screen on YouTube, man. Like I said, I'm trying a different streaming app. I kind of like it, but come on, man. All right, here we go. Now, Cube is one I think you should keep your eye on. I don't own a lot of this. This is like PSA, public storage. This is a storage facility. It's got about a 4% dividend yield. It's now broke. I only got like a couple $100 of this. I don't have a lot. It broke this 200 and now we're going down. I would be very happy to get in on this. You've seen these Cube things all over America. It's not as big as PSA, but it's a publicly traded storage place. I like it. We got some in New Orleans. Anytime I see them, I try to pull over and go look and see what's up, man. I've made a lot of money digging in and looking at publicly traded things and poking around and asking people and being annoying, asking every Uber driver what's going on, how you like the platform, is the company cool? And they look at you like you're weird. And you're like, look, I'm not a pervert. I'm not hitting on you. I'm an investor. I'd like to know, as the driver, do you like the experience? Is the app working well? Is there anything about Uber you don't like, man? I don't drive. Fuck, I don't know. All I know is what the CEO tells me. Tell me what you don't like about it, man. Are people having sex in the back seat while you're driving? I don't know. Maybe he likes that. ET keeps drifting higher. My whole adult life, these stocks have been undervalued. So I don't know what that means. I mean, I've never seen MLPs trade overvalued. So I don't know what that means, man. I do know that when it gets close to, say, 20% of true value, that's probably true value for these. People just don't value these stocks, ET, MPLX, ETRN, these are technically called MLPs. A lot of people don't want to buy MLPs that if they're sophisticated. Well, I shouldn't say they're sophisticated. If they know a little bit about taxes, because this issues a K1 usually, unless they've changed it. They give you a K1. And for whatever reason, when people get tax forms, it tends to scare them. We see ETRN selling off. I don't know what that's about. Freeport McMoran was one of the ones breaking. Now it's not breaking, man. Look at this. Where are we at? 35. You can see what I had on the board for the booth. It's not playing out, man. We're going the opposite, man. So something to keep in mind. I had, look, Freeport McMoran, ARC, GLV, MFA, MO. These are all stocks that were breaking out that were still buyable. So I was kind of keeping an eye on them, but it's obviously going the way. But maybe this holds and it gives me a shot. Don't automatically assume that it's going down. You don't know that. You don't know that. And if you do that, you're not trading the money flow. I mean, I don't know. I'm not getting into all that. I'm already mad. So Kellogg set up nice. This is one we've been doing a while. I've been up 30%, down 30%, up 30%. I like Kohl's. I'm a rock with Kohl's. We're now going under 200. That's great for me. Take it down. Let's load back up down here in the 18, 19s. Every time we've come down in here, I just load up some shares, man. So take it back down. I think they got time. I think they work everything out at Kohl's. People still need clothes. Lockheed Martin. God damn, dude. Look at this. Defense stocks are getting killed. Defense stocks, consumer staples. I mean, to me, that's a good thing, man. It is. It's a good thing. It gives all you young cats now have a chance to build out a dividend portfolio. Don't give up. I mean, swing trade your other shit, trade the hoods and all that. But man, this is such a great opportunity for you. And if you find buy and hold boring, move it over to M1 Finance or something. Keep it simple. Like you don't have to make it complicated. 3M, bang. Now, if you got the new book, this is what part of what the new book talks about is this strategy of buying dividend stocks trading below the 200 when they get on a stage one. Not complicated, but it helps to understand why it works and what's up and all the charts that are in the book. MPLX is breaking down. So now we're seeing, this is interesting. Why do we have MLPs in the energy space breaking down, but ConocoPhillips is not breaking down? So that's intriguing to me. So that's something where I take out my little notebook here, man, pull out my little pen, and I go, I wonder why that's happening. And I make a note to myself and try to see if I can find any information later on why MLPs might be doing that. We already looked at AT&T. Walgreens, shit show just continues. Most of you probably already sold it. But I can't do it, Gerald. The more it goes down. Yep, just let it go, man. I bought every stage one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got about 7 of these in oil stocks that last time. Matter of fact, I was losing subscribers. Every time I would post, somebody'd go, let me guess, he likes oil stocks. Remember that one guy was like, if I would have just, what did he say? I lost a Ferrari listening to me, I think is what he said. Then he said he cut his penis off to stop the pain or something. That guy was kind of funny, but then he got a little creepy. Man, yeah, a lot of people didn't like me. That's all right. It came back, made a lot of money. That's how you make money, buying shit other people don't want to buy. WBD, I really like this. This is Warner Brothers, content creators. They own HBO. I feel like, man, goddamn, there's got to be a writer out there somewhere that can write something worth watching. I mean, now they're on strike. I don't know why they're on strike, man. I know my buddy Michael is on strike with them, but he thinks there's a lot of good shows out. I don't think so. I think you have to say that, Michael, because you're an actor. I think there's a lot of shitty shows out personally. I don't think there's much, man. I think YouTubers get more video. I mean, it only takes them 4 years to make a movie. That could be part of your damn problem is it takes you 4 years to make content. How about we could wrap that up a little faster and start knocking some shit out quicker? That'd be an idea. Why don't we shoot it today, edit it, and drop that shit next week? The fact that it takes movies months to do shit is ridiculous. XOM, the new XOM high yield max funds are come out. We don't know what it's going to be paying. We know the Tesla one's been paying between 50 and 70% yields. It's been averaging about 5% a month. That's pretty cool. You know what? Let's check in on those before we get going too far. Let's see what we got going. So this is the Amazon one. So down it goes. What stocks should you buy today, man? That's not how to look at it, bro. Won't you let me help you be good at stocks and so you can stop being a dipshit with stocks? You should be a master, man. Come hang out with me for about 6 months and just listen. You'll be a killer. So I've been watching a lot of these new funds when they come out on the 1 hour chart. So the Amazon one, AMZY, is headed down. That's good for us. Let's just wait. And when we get on a stage one down here in this, we'll start picking some up. Look at the Apple one, APLE, headed downtown. Dividend yield on this is about 20%, I think. Let's pull it up. Pull up the yield max, man. Oh, man. God damn. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, the NVIDIA one's paying 39 right now. Man, the Apple one bumped up to 32. Are you shitting me? Tesla's at 67% yield, and the OARK's at 54. Come on, daddy. And the new one's trading are AMZY. I got some of that. FBY bought some of that. Goof. J bought some of that. I don't have any of the Netflix, man. I need to pick that up. Picked up some of the oil. That's the new one. Got some of the con. None of these are paying yet. So all this volatility should be good for the payday, especially on this CONY. make sure you go read on how those work, man. What you should do is shut the fuck up and listen, bro. That's what you should do, man. Read my book, man. Stop being disrespectful. Shut the fuck up and listen. We already told you. If you go to my newsletter and you go look, it's free, so you can afford it, man. And even people from Alabama can read it. So I write it where it's very simple. And learn these concepts, stage 3, stage 1, trade ideas, breakouts, growth, and learn it. Start seeing it. Don't look at it like an individual style. You're not playing with yourself, man. Like, we're going to try to do some big adult shit here and make some real money. Let's get back to hold on. Let me check this day trading thing here. You can't know if you're buying a stock if we don't know your timeline, bro. We don't even know what the fuck you're doing. I don't know how old you are. I don't know how much goddamn money you have. I don't know what the fuck you do for a living. I don't know how much time you have. I don't know what the fuck you've read or studied. I don't know jack shit about you, man. So we can't know that, can we? How the fuck are we supposed to know what you should buy when you don't even know what the fuck to buy? So now there's not one stock for everyone, man. Depends on your time frame. Are you day trading? Are you swing trading? Are you, what's up, man? You probably got car debt, man. You probably got a girlfriend you need to get rid of. That'd probably help you right there, man. You're probably in debt. Let's see. I'm back on the short side day trading here. So no, and I don't say all that to be mean. I say that to make a point is there is no fix on these. There is no one answer, one thing on all these, man. You know what I mean? It's all situational dependent. A lot of time a guy's got you got a shitty girlfriend, man. Let's don't buy stocks. Let's figure that out first. Let's get rid of her. Same with you ladies. You got a shitty boyfriend. It's like, man, why don't we fix that? And then we'll worry about stocks. Maybe you got a shitty job. You ain't making no money. You don't need to be looking at stocks. You need to get your income up, man. Everything starts with home life and income. So if your home life's fucked up, you don't like your husband, don't like your kids, don't like your job, you're not going to come to the stock market and do well, man. Most people probably need a little therapy or good bitch slapping, get their shit together. That's my opinion. Most dudes are soft, dude. You're fucking soft. You only work out if there's air conditioning. You got to be in an air-conditioned gym to do anything. Most dudes are soft, man. Soft motherfucker. They're soft, dude. I don't even know how chicks marry them anymore. I really don't. I don't know how you girls even settle with dudes, man. Most of the dudes I meet are so soft, dude. It's like, it's fucking embarrassing when I'm talking to them. I'm like, man, were you in the fucking army? Bro, you should like go to the army or something because you're very sensitive. Meet dudes that's sensitive, man. Maybe it was all my time at the prison and the army, but man, everybody's so soft. It's like, man, but it's so hot, Gerald. I gotta go on vacation. I know I have big dreams, but rather than get a day trader's account, put all my money in there and start trading for real, I'm gonna go on vacation instead. That's what I see. People giving up on their dreams. They ain't even got no money in their account, buying cars. I see it, man. I follow you guys on Instagram, man. It makes me mad. I get pissed all day long. I thought that dude said he wanted to be a day trader. My wife will be like, what's wrong with you? I said, that dude right there is day trading with me, and he just bought a fucking car. Now, how the fuck is he going to day trade with me if he just bought a car? Like, how are we going to do that? And she'll remind me, well, that's none of your business. I know. But you asked me what was wrong. I told you what was wrong. I'm mad that he gave up on his dreams. Or he just lied to me, which is usually, or he's just soft. Which is it, son? Are you lying or are you just soft? Your car's almost paid off. That's cool. Sometimes you got to have a car payment. I get it. But I do want you to hate it even if you have one, man. Hate it. Just hate it. Hate it. Hate your fucking mortgage too, man. I hate mortgages. Fuck them. I owe $1 million to the bank. I hate every penny of it. The only reason I like that debt is that debt makes me money. I hate debt, dude. I hate debt. Debt gets between me and stocks, man. Debt gets between me and buying properties, man. My goal in fucking life is to expand my kingdom. Trade is good. That's why I'm mad today because I traded bad this morning, dude. I got to punish myself. And I'm not going to a fucking gym with air conditioning. I'm going to go punish myself outside because I'm fucking pissed at myself. So I'm going to punish myself, and then I'm going to come back, and we're going to pretend like it didn't happen, and I'm the greatest trader ever tomorrow. That's how that goes. But Now I digress, man. I'm pissed. Hope that mortgage 2 to 3%. Fuck that 2 to 3. That's for home gamers, man. 2 to 3% is not for investors, man. No investors pay that, man. I've been paying 8, 9, 10% my whole adult life. That's for you guys. That's for you sissy boys. All you got is a house you live in. Act like you did some. Well, I bought a house, Gerald. Okay, well, go buy 10 more and holler at me. Anybody can buy one house. Shit, Doc's got one house. He went to medical school. He's got one house. Anybody can get one. I know a 16-year-old YouTuber's got a house. Anybody can buy one fucking house. Anybody can get a fucking car payment. Like, let's do some big shit, man. Go get 10 houses. Go get 10 houses. Yeah, the discipline thing, I take a different approach on that. That's SQ. Let's get back to what we were doing. Now I'm getting pissed. Let's check in on bonds. Bonds are broken, man. I don't understand it. I don't know about the discipline thing, man. I go around and around with this concept of discipline. I do believe there are times you got to make yourself do shit you don't want to do. And technically that's called discipline. Okay. I know I'm teasing Doc. He's got 2. You got cash set aside. Well, bro, until you get 2, you just got 1. A buddy of mine, mentor, he's in the MFG. You're back fast. I thought you said like 2 o'clock. Oh, I'll show you his phone. You can answer your text messages. Oh, sorry about that. What's up, Zeke? I'm sorry, man. Great time to start a. I know, man. I keep adding to it, man. It's just been a disaster, man. This TMF, I was going to show you guys something I've been doing as an experiment. If you've been in the market for a while, we always hear all the time, you can't hold triple leverage funds. They'll blow you out. I've been playing with this. I was going to play with my friend. He got his first one. He's an MFG member, lives in New Orleans. Since I moved there, we kind of hang out a little bit. And I had to push him on it, though. If you call a man with a little bit of pride, the P word a couple times, tends to push him a little bit. Anyway, if you go check this out, this is an ongoing experiment I've been running where I'm holding triple leverage funds. And it's not a lot of money. I add a little bit every day. And if it wasn't for the bonds and the Bitcoins, anyway, he got his first house. Super excited. It's cool. Looks great. I'm happy for you. Next day, bro, you only got one house. Better get your shit together. We're not sitting around laying on that. Oh, I bought a house. Okay, good for you. Let's go. Go get 9 more, bro. Like we're not celebrating that. You get 1 day on that. Then you got to realize, wake up next day and go, damn, I only got 2, mine and this one. I got to go get another one. We can't be letting, don't let yourself, you might go check this out. If you're like me, you're just a market nerd. I always wanted to challenge this idea that you can't hold triples. I understand how they work as good as anyone. I really do. I've been trading them my whole life. The reason this experiment totally broke down was right here. In all of the years of my life, whenever the market crashed, bonds went up, except this time. And you see that if that wouldn't have happened, if when the market came down, which this used to be in the red big time, the TQQ, the U Pro. So I got the triple tech, triple S&P, triple bonds, and I added the Bitcoin. Now I did the Bitcoin, this one, because it paid a dividend. I could have done BITX, I know. Anyway, this is just a simple experiment. And periodically I would rebalance them, but then I got a little off track and I started doing the money flow with it because I couldn't help myself. But if bonds would have done what they have historically done, this thing would have done great but instead bonds just kept going down. So on one hand, I guess they're right. Anyway, it's an experiment. I'm still adding, and I think I need at least holding this for at least 5 years before I can say, so it's an ongoing experiment on the idea of, can you hold triple leverage funds? And it gives you a better idea. And I switched to the BITO because it pays a dividend, and I wanted some Bitcoin exposure, and Bitcoin's pretty leveraged already. I didn't think I needed any. So, we trade them all the time. So I'm just curious about holding them. Is it like everyone? A lot of people take what they hear for looks like we got a stage 2 breakout on the TQ. A lot of people will take it as gospel. They'll be like, well, you can't beat an index fund. Fuck you. You can't beat an index fund. I can. Don't believe all that bullshit, man. Now, you're not going to beat it first day out. Yeah. So if we flip this, we got a nice run going on the TQ here. I don't know if you got in or not. If you did, it's time to trim. So let's pull it up. So it just hit our first target here. Boom, right there. First target is this 7-period RSI. When that hits 70, you trim. Boom, trim. So stage 1 buy was right here. There's the breakout. There's your stage 2, comes back. The bar, that's a fake breakout there. If that did get you out, get back in, and now we're running. If you're trading very conservatively, you trim half the position right now. What is going on with me? Dude, I'm about to give up trying to stream, man. Everything that can go wrong goes wrong every day. It's getting very annoying. So let's watch this. I am seriously about to give up on streaming.
Did it any goddamn way. Will is the key. Willpower. I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. I don't know what did you do. I'm sure everybody in here is more learned than I, much more of a scholar than I. But I know about coming back from seemingly unsurmountable odds. I know about coming back from doctors tell you that you can't or that you shouldn't. Oh, you're too old. You shouldn't be. You should sit down somewhere and take it easy. I got my AARP card in my wallet right now. In the same group. So you should sit down, sir, because of your diagnosis, and don't do a damn thing. Bullshit. Hell no. Every time I go to the doctor, they tell me what I shouldn't be doing, and what I should be doing, and what I won't do, and what I can't do. And I politely go out the door and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm going to do that until they throw dirt on top of me. This is my life. And I choose to live it the way I want to live it. I won't let you decide how I live this one. I don't care how long or short it is. It's mine, motherfucker. And I'm going to use it how I see fit. So your stories motivate me. They say, after 35 years of lifting weights and open heart surgery, dying 3 times on the operating table.
All right, keep an eye on this RSI up here.
What motivates you?
It's 77. Hit it.
Your story motivates me. Your story motivates me. The stories of extreme will. People that came through something or circumstances that they were not supposed to.
Hey, by the way, if you picked up the MFG logo NFT, man, DM me so I can send you the new book, Chaos to Cash, that I'm working on. It's not ready, but I'll send you the 40-something pages I got. When I update it on my end, it will magically update on your end. That's the way the technology works.
Go through. Not supposed. You just ain't supposed to be able to do it. But he did it any goddamn way.
I'll text you yours, Jess, if you don't have it already.
Bam! It is impossible.
There it is.
Until some
bring it 70 RSI, so take it down.
Audacity.
So if you're trading 1,000 shares, I would have take down. Now, if you go look, let's go to the 30-minute, and I'm going to assume the 30-minute is probably set up now. Yeah, and see, and that's the dilemma you're going to play if you're using a higher time frame like that. You know, well, let's not get into all that. I don't want to get no full-blown day trader calls here. Let's just stay with the trade, man. Bam. It's made me feel a little better. We'll just let this run for a minute. Like my man said, Law 27, baby.
No matter what the expert or the doctor says, I can still do that shit.
So if this is on a daily chart, same thing. There's your stage one. Starts to break, comes back. That's all right. That doesn't stop me out because I always wait for the closes and then it comes right back in. And then we run. That's a perfect trade. That's a perfect money flow trade. This right here is perfect. This is what we're looking for.
I give up before they even
stage one, stage two, and then the RSI start hitting. So now we're waiting on a stage three.
Simply because it sounds like more than I ever done before.
Now I would expect it goes to $41 and it'll stop right up in here. But the RSI's already hit. So
I give up before I even try. No. Oh, I tried, but I fell short. I tried my best, but I fell short. Is there victory in that? Goddamn right it is. Anytime that you give your best effort, that you give everything that you possibly can give, there is satisfaction in knowing that I did my absolute best. I did all I could do. There's victory in that. There's satisfaction in that. Effort is so important. It is so important. The effort that you give. My last competition, I was unsuccessful in my attempt, but I consider it my greatest competition. Why, CT? You didn't get it. Because the day before that competition, my doctor looked me in the face and he said, if you go out there and you try to bench press 705 pounds, it's going to kill you. Your valve is too weak. It'll be too much of a strain. It will explode right there on the stage and you're going to die in front of all the people. That's my doctor told me that. I have trained my whole life for this. I have devoted my life to it.
All right, man. So we should push up into that 41 range. Nice run going though. Should hit this 41 and then I imagine it pauses there for a minute. Look at that. That's what I figured. It hit that 41 and then pause. That 41 range is if you take it across the higher time frames, you got a lot of resistance right there. And that stuff's all art. It's more art than science. So imagine now we're going to come down. You're going to see the moving averages start to come together here. You can start to see this spread. Start bringing it in. Maybe not. Maybe it keeps going, but just telling you what it's been doing today. It's had a hard. This is a 1 minute chart, man, not a daily. 1 minute. 1 minute, man. So we should start forming a stage 3 right here. Let's go ahead and draw it out. That doesn't mean we get out because we could be wrong. We're just anticipating this is the stage 3. Here's the stage 1. So I'm going to assume it's going to come down into what was that box, which will line up perfectly. So sometimes it'll do exactly as that's just because of watching it so much. Okay. But maybe not. Maybe it holds its ground and heads higher. We'll see. Either way, it's got to work this RSI off. When these bang, you see it bang, turns down, bang, turns down, bang, turns down. So when I'm in a trade, let's say I bought 1,000 shares. Now I'm at 2,000. Every penny is 20 cents or $20 on every penny. So when it moves from 92 to 95 on 2,000 shares, that's $60 in that little bitty move right there, right? So a bar like this from 41 down to 92, that's $160 from bottom to top swing on that 1 minute bar right there. So not for sissy boys, okay? I mean, that could be a dude's entire wage right there on that 1 minute bar on 2,000 shares. Obviously, you could trade 100 shares. I'm not a buyer of that. I think trading real money with small money is just a way to learn how to trade small money. I'm not a big fan of it. Me and the professor disagree on that. I think he's wrong. I'm older. I've been trading longer. I'm right. I'm absolutely convinced most people fail because they just don't paper trade long enough. It's just not paper trading. This idea that paper trading is not real, that's all bullshit. That's because you got a weak fucking mind. You can't make yourself think something. You can't make yourself make something real. Get the fuck out of here. We practice fake war. They do fake surgeries. They fly in simulators. So the idea that traders can't make paper trading real is just because you're weak mentally. Of course you can. You know, that's a cop out, man. It's not the same. Shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Of course it's the same. If it's the same, if you fucking do it, it's the same. So we worked off some of this RSI. Now it's going to push higher. Again, more fallacy. That's just excuses for people to not be disciplined, to not practice, not put into work, man. That's what that is. But because if you paper trade 6 months and honestly earn points and build and develop your strategy, at the end of 6 months, you're going to be good at it. Everyone else that tried it with a little bit of money are just going to suck. Because if you have a little money, you're not going to trade it correctly as if you're trading 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares. And that's your goal. You need to have a day trader's account, which means you need at least 25 grand in there. And it's just 25 grand. Fuck, dude. If that's a lot of money, just leave now. Quit. Go drive off a cliff or something. That's not a lot of money, man. You shouldn't even be thinking that way. That's fucking baby money. It's baby money. Even if it's a lot of money to you, it's still baby money, man. You got to bump up your thinking. Like, well, that's a lot to me. No, it's not. It's nothing. The reason it's a lot to you is you think that, man. It's nothing. So you don't think like that. Think that you need lots. You need to put a lot in there, okay? That's what you need to do.
And I'm telling you, it's in my experience. Most people can't even paper trade 6 months. That they don't even have it in them to do that. They'll fuck that up. They'll quit long. Their girlfriend will make them stop long before they get to do that. They'll be on vacation by the time we won't even finish the 6-month trial run, and they'll be on vacation 2-3 times by the time we even get through the goddamn 6 months. Let's see. And then they'll be, well, I just don't have enough money to put in my account. Really? All right, so here we go. We're back to what I was telling you. We're going to come down. It's going to come down to like this 40, 80 range, and then we should see it stop. What time is it? Coin breaking out? Let's go check. Is coin breaking out? Is crypto on the move? Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's holding in there, right? It's trying. I like it. I'll be buying some CONY today. If I was trading coin, guys, I'd be doing CONL, which is the 1.5 leverage coin, and it's only $10 a share. So all the little people can buy it. $10 a share, that's not bad. $1,000, you get 100. And if it runs back to the previous high, which would be my target, that's $1,000 move. That's nice, man. I like that. That's on $1,000. If you buy $1,000 of coin, it's not going to move much. So that's how I would play coin, is with that. Look at that. We're breaking down. So now what are we seeing here? This is stage 4 decline, right? Where's the decline? Yeah, I saw this, right? Kathy Wood standing next to the money flow shirt, man. Come on, man. That's nice. We got to get her a money flow shirt. So what we're witnessing right here is the stage 4 decline. Now, just because it drops underneath the 20 is not a reason to sell. We need to have a confirmation. Easy to talk when you haven't walked 10 miles in someone's shoes, says David. Well, David, I was born a poor white boy in a trailer park. Most of my family was in prison. I went to the army, deployed to Iraq and Bosnia, poor white kid. Got back, broke. Let's see. Lost a lot of family members. Been through a lot of shit, man. Ain't none of that an excuse for not having money. If you took a fucking day off, David, you gave up on yourself. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm. That's the standard I hold you to, David. So yes, if you're soft and you need to rest and lay on the couch, I have not spent much time in your shoes. If you're a hard motherfucker and you're out here working, we're wearing the same shoes. So I don't know what kind of shoes. Maybe you got tap dance shoes on. I don't know. Maybe you ain't got work boots on. I don't know. We're making a new run. Now, if you were super aggressive, you could have added there. Maybe you're wearing house shoes or shower shoes. I don't know. You can't get much work done in house shoes, by the way. I see guys wearing flip-flops all the time. I always want to beat them up. Fucking dumb. Flip-flops are stupid. Can't fight in flip-flops, bro. Well, that's not true, but it wouldn't be advisable. I see guys in New Orleans wearing flip-flops, man. And most of them are tourists. I'm like, you know how many needles are around here, dude? How many heroin needles are on the street? Just laying there. Now, what my man David said was that's a defense for poverty. I'm not picking on you, David. I'm going to try to help you with something right now. Science of Getting Rich is what I base my life on. Says that it's impossible to live a really complete, full life if one is poor. And what David did was just defend poverty. He just made an excuse for himself. He was like defending it. Well, you haven't been, rather than taking the other side of the situation and saying, you know what, he's right. I could have more, be more, do more. God could abundant me and bless me. I'm capable of learning him. You're just as capable of saying that as you are as saying, well, you don't know. See what I'm saying? Conversation is free. And so you can speak what you want to speak into existence. 6 years maximum. Well, I did 3 years Ferguson. Should we shank each other? Should we shank each other? Let me give you a tip, David. Think positive. God doesn't like losers. God gave one man 1 talent, one man 5, and one man 10. And he said, when I get back, you better have doubled them. Even if you got a little, you better double it. Should we shank each other, brother? I spent 2 years in Iraq, too. Spent 1.5 years in Bosnia. Done shot, killed, shot at people. Fuck, we can go right now, man. Take it to 0, man. What you want to do? I got them. My homeboys do, too. I'll be in New Orleans on Friday. Come see me. We can do it. We can get some gangster shit if that's what you want to do. Or we could talk about abundance and making money and trading stocks. We could do that too. We could show off watches too if you want to do that. We could do that. Whatever you want to do, man. We could go shot for shot. I can go get some Jameson and we could just do shots and day trade and talk about getting rich. One thing you won't hear me do is make any excuses for not having some. That's all on me. And I damn sure don't. I don't even like poor people. I'm going to be honest. People get mad when I say that. That's not very nice. Don't give a fuck. Don't really care if you like that or not. I don't like anything about it, man. Everything about poverty pisses me off. Everything about lack and not having enough because the world is unlimited. There's so much you can just create it. It's just made up. Look at this. Look at this little run here. This is a $500 run. $500 right there while we're on this live stream of this thing going. That's how money comes. See what I'm saying? Like that's it. Boop. That just ran up right there. That have made a homeless guy's rent for a month, and that took what? 12 minutes. Money is unlimited, guys. So if I was trading aggressive here, I'd start adding right now. Even though I took some down, I would add because it looks like it wants to run right now. So if I was trading aggressive, Delta Sky points or something, I would buy right now, expecting that we run. Because what we've been doing while we're sitting here is we're working off this RSI. Now it's touched 50. That's what I wanted to point out. It'll pause sometimes on these stage 3s. And if you're trading aggressive, you can give it the benefit of the doubt that it's probably going to run because that's the direction of the trend. So a stage 3 can become a stage 1. That, again, if you're doing that and you're trading aggressive, you're taking a shot of losing some of this run that you lost. But I like to sell into strength. Same on a daily chart. If a stock is running, I don't get out of it. There's nothing worse than selling a stock that runs and then it just keeps running and running and running and you sold it. We are getting the crossover here. So we'll give this a minute. We'll give this a minute, man.
This is the reason for my existence. This is why I am here. And you're asking me if I am going to compete? Of course I compete.
Oh, you're turning.
If I do happen to die on that stage tomorrow.
If I was playing aggressive and I had added, I'd take it down if this next bar is down, obviously, and I close the whole trade because we'll be going into a stage 4 decline. But we'll see. I still think it's going up.
I'm gonna do that fucking shit anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go out the king, the ruler, the beast that I was born to be. So do what you may.
But CT, not everyone can do that. Hold on, let me move this box.
Will is the key.
Boom!
Willpower.
Willpower. 2 chapters in Science of Getting Rich dedicated to willpower.
I know a little bit about what I'm talking about.
Listen to this man.
What did you do? I'm sure
Push that
everybody
time.
is more learned than I, much more of a scholar than I. But I know about coming back from seemingly unsurmountable odds. I know about coming back from when doctors tell you that you can't or that you shouldn't.
So we watched this first RSI.
You shouldn't be, you should sit down somewhere.
Same game plays. It's a new breakout. Obviously, we got resistance here, so it could easily run up into this
I got my AARP card in my wallet
41.25 range. Let's go ahead and mark that. And that's going to take a minute. That's where it stopped before.
Sir, because of your diagnosis,
you could add. I'm going to add a little. I'm running it hot here. I'm just because we're live streaming. I wanted to. Are we on YouTube at all? Jesus.
Hell no. Every time I go to the doctor, they tell me what I shouldn't be doing and what I should be doing and what I won't do and what I can't do. And I politely go out the door and do whatever the fuck I want to do. And I'm going to do that until they throw dirt on top of me. This is my life. And I choose to live it the way I want to live it. I won't let you decide.
Here we go.
I live this way. I don't care
Now
how long or short it is. It's
that
mine.
41.05 range that RSI should hit.
And I'm going to use it how I see fit. So your stories,
it's going to be our first target.
Motivate me. They say, after 35 years of lifting weights, open heart surgery, dying 3 times on the operating table, CT.
Man, nobody cares about dying.
What motivates you?
Take it to 0.
Your story motivates me. Your story motivates me. Stories
all right.
of extreme will.
Let's. That didn't help either. All right, so this it's a lot of resistance right here, man. So you can see it's not getting through. Once it gets through it, we assume it's going to run to the next one. So it's right around in there. Still above the 20, 5 days above the 10, 10's above the, boom, come on, baby, turn to me. Let's
sacrifice of others that walk within the battlefields of death, embracing Him. The courage from beyond surrounds one soul. One can sacrifice the
is just terrible. We are barely moving. This is not a good day to stream trading. This is when you go do push-ups, man. Push-ups one day, sit-ups the next. I'm getting old. I can't do them every day. Yeah, that's the kids doing Crazy Horse. YouTube doesn't get me if I do songs that somebody else did, but if I play the originals, I get fucking copyright strike. If I play a cover of a song, it tends to get through. It's so dumb, even though they're both on YouTube. Don't ask me to explain the logic behind that. So I'm pulling the song up from your fucking platform to play it on your fucking platform. Okay. Bam, down we went. So you can see how it looked like we were about to run there. Yeah, so I'm pulling up a song on their platform to play it on my thing on their platform. And the song I'm pulling up is on someone else's channel. You just can't live stream it. Okay. What is the difference? What in the fuck is the difference between live streaming it or posting a video? Yeah, there's so many of these rules, man. It's crazy. Man, now I hear you can't be a YouTuber and take pills, man. They got rid of BitBoy. What's up, Michael? What? I'm coming to NOLA next week, man. Mike, I need to get with you, man. I need to give you keys to my house, man. Every once in a while, I need somebody to check on it, man. I ain't got nobody I trust, man. I shouldn't say nobody. Sometimes the people I trust aren't there because they only live there part-time too. I shouldn't say nobody, but let's see. But I need somebody down there because every once in a while I got some shit like I needed to reset my cameras. The power went out, and I'm just waiting to see if we pop here, guys, and I'll end this. The power went out, and my cameras didn't come back on. This is boring, man. Let's check out Airbnb real quick, and then we'll get out of here, man. I'm actually testing out this new streaming software. That's why I've been kind of fucking around so long. Airbnb kind of pissed me off. This was on my list. Money Flow gave us the buy right here. So this pattern you see, this is the Money Flow. Absolutely perfect. This is the Money Flow. Stage 3, RSI hit. Stage 1, there's your breakout. I mean, this is picture perfect Money Flow. Stage 4 decline. It is not confirmed until right here on that day. Just going under it isn't necessarily for me, but it could. Trust gets you killed. Yeah, that's true. That's what you see. That's what I'm saying, David. That's what I'm saying. It gets hard, man. It's like, fuck, dude. There's only so many people in this world that, but here's the thing. I don't keep anything valuable there, man, unless the guy wants to load up antiques and take them to his house. But, I don't keep like guns or fancy paintings, and it's mostly gifts that I've gotten from followers and shit. Me and my wife, our hobby is antiques. So, I didn't pay. I mean, they're all antiques in there. I didn't pay shit for them though, because I know how to buy them, because we buy them at auctions and things like that. We got an eye for it, but I don't keep guns. I don't keep computers. I don't keep anything that could really be stolen, that couldn't be replaced. And it'd be an odd thing for someone to roll up and steal a couch. I mean, to me, that'd be a weird thing to steal. So there's nothing to steal. It's just, a lot of it's the weather, man. My floors in there are like 230-year-old sunken cypress floors. Google that, man. Those motherfuckers are about 40, 50 grand. I'm more concerned with the floors than anything. That's stupid, right? Who worries about the floor? But that sunken cypress wood, if you go Google that and look it up, it's fucking, most people don't even notice what it is when I show it to them. But if you're into houses like I am, it's like having a Lambo. A condo like that is like a Lamborghini. It just doesn't drive very far. Although I guarantee you, it'll outlast a Lamborghini. All right. It tried to make a push while we were looking away. No, cars and houses, those are good things, man. Most people finance houses. Yeah, even if you're not allowed to have guns, you better have guns in fucking New Orleans. Come on, man. Gangster city. That is, dude, that is the most violent. I've been to a lot of places. And state prison was not as violent as New Orleans. Like, that place is crazy. But I have found if you mind your own business, they too much ain't fucking with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you just keep walking, it doesn't, not to say there's not random violence, but it's usually it's usually on tours, and it's usually on gangs. They don't even have gangs anymore, man. Like, gangs aren't even really a thing in New Orleans. It's like, I would call it a crew. It's not a gang, it's a crew. Meaning 8 dudes from 8th Street. They don't have like legit organized hierarchy, rank structure, old school blood, Crips, Piru, shit like that. They don't have that there. That's all broke up. Since Katrina, there's no organized crime like that. What's your advice in regards to treasury bonds? I am long bonds, and I've been saying it for a while. If you go to the, and this is about to pop, so we got just a second here. If you go over to, and guys, this is free. I don't charge anything for this. But if you go over there, you know, I had to show off me giving my little talk in Brooklyn. I was so nervous. That I was actually, it's only the second time I've ever actually talked in front of a crowd in person. It's easy to talk to a phone, not so easy to talk to 200 people staring at you. Also, part of my stick is to talk shit. If you haven't noticed, it's not so easy to talk shit to a guy who's like 6'4" sitting in front of you. I'm not dumb, you know, so it's like, it's hard to do your act, so to speak. Anyway, if you look, SPY, Qs, oil, bonds, Bitcoin, I track all of these all of the time. And I think this will help you in your trading, because if you're tracking bonds, dividend stocks are connected to bonds. If you're tracking Bitcoin, well, there's all kinds of shit attached to Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oil, there's all kinds of shit you could trade with oil. Gush, ERX. So if you see oil set up on a stage 1, you know, you can go trade the triple leveraged. These triple leveraged let you guys that don't have a lot of money. There we go. What I tell you? Boom, baby, boom. Now watch, 67. When this hits 70, you ring the register, and I bet it's in my circle. Come on, G. Act like you done it before. Goddamn redeeming myself is what I'm doing. I was so mad at myself earlier. I'm still going to fucking do a bazillion push-ups later. Still pissed. Did I just lose internet? That's not a book, bro. That's my website. Just go to right there at peersreport.com. It's free, man. I'm up 360 points. In case the FBI is listening, I'm not using real money. It's just Delta Sky Mile points. And I'm going to sell 1,000 of my 2,500 shares, redeeming myself. And we sold them at 4106. And we popped higher. So I'm down to 1,500 shares of the TQQ. Now, that hit exactly where I said, right? Now, you might be wondering, how could he know that? Well, it's just a pattern, guys. I don't know it's going to do the pattern. I'm just trading the pattern. Now, how did I know the RSI would go extreme there? Because I've just done it a lot, okay? And so I practiced calculating in my head. See, 70, right where we thought, bam, 70. Now, it'll run up, it's going to pause, and then it's going to work its way all the way back to 41.25, where we're going to run into trouble. Obviously, I don't know. So if the FBI is listening, I'm not implying to these people that I know where it's going. I'm just basing it off my experience, what it tends to do. So I'm just telling you out loud how I would trade this. I assume it's going to keep running to the previous high, which would be there. Now, it could be this one. Could be the bottom. You notice that's why I did a box, because that is an actual point. You know, look, 1 point, 2 point. Now, I'm getting into advanced shit here, okay? Now, remember, once you learn all this, you don't have to keep learning it. So I don't spend any time on this. This just hits me the moment I look at the chart. So that's a point. You only need 2 points for support and resistance. And that technically is the previous high. And there's a point, and there's a point. So we got our previous high. That's why I made it a box, which means I think it'll come in this zone in here. And then before we hit that zone, this RSI here is going to go extreme, and we'll start taking it down. Okay? That's the plan. This is a 1 minute chart, sir. Yeah, he said the FBI has listened. Now, you know, I mean, I've gotten subpoenas because of Bitcoin, and it wasn't even shit that I did. I mean, if I'm going to get a subpoena, I would hope I did it. That's scary. I mean, it's even scarier when you didn't do it. You know what I mean? Like it's, I'm honestly, at least if you're a criminal, you did some shit wrong and you get caught and like, or they send you something, you're like, fuck, like, you know, you did it. But if you didn't do what they're saying, like, that's when you go into panic mode. But that's from all these fake accounts, dude. All these people pretending to be me, hitting people up saying, hey man, I got a Bitcoin strategy. And people are dumb enough to fall for that shit, dude. And then they go fucking, full auto scam me out of Bitcoin. I'm like, I don't even know you, man. Like, I had to go and show them that I have videos on YouTube of me yelling. Like, I look like a lunatic. There was a video of me on YouTube called Stop Being Stupid. And it's me yelling at followers to stop responding to these people with these Bitcoin scams. And, you know, and here's the crazy thing. Everyone that was in that, none of them bought my book. Like, we tried to scan all the people that were on the list. Did they buy my book? Were they in Discord? I never heard of any of these people. So, man, be careful. I think most people of average intelligence know it's a scam. So now I'm just assuming, fuck, everybody's listening. So that's what we expected. It hit. I took it down. We pulled back. If you're trading conservative, if you want to day trade conservative, when that first RSI hits, sell half the position. Now you locked in a gain. So let's say you had 1,000 shares. It ran up. You would have been up like $120 here. You'd have sold half. That means you're up 60, because on the 500 shares, you were up $60. Then you move your stop to break even. No matter what happens, you're walking away with $60. If it keeps going, on the next anchor point, you just raise the stop to the next anchor point, which would be right here. So you get what I'm saying? That's a very conservative way to day trade. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I usually go to that when the day sucks. But if the day's flying, no, I ain't got time for that. I might trim 100 on this. If it's like the other day, I think I was up 2,600 Delta Sky miles, but every trade was a winner. I don't want to sell half. If every trade's a winner. Now, how quick do you know that? I don't know. Some of that's just experience, practice, feel for the market. If right off the bat takes off in a winner, I always assume it's Newton's law of motion. Whatever's in motion, I just assume that's what's going to keep happening. Meaning I don't look at a chart and go, I know it's going down, but I'm going to do this. That doesn't make any sense. So as long as it's in a stage 2, I assume it stays a stage 2 until it's not, which right now it's kind of looking like it's not. But you see how that simplifies and whenever I break that, like I did this morning, I let myself get a little wacky. Whenever you break it, that's when you'll get uncomfortable. And if you're struggling with your trading, it's because I promise you were doing something else while you were trading. You were watching the baby while you were trying to trade. You were on the phone at work while you were trying to trade. And if you try to do 2 things, if you try to do that, that's usually where most of your source of frustration will come from, at least in my experience. The other source is caring too much about what other people are doing. That's a problem. And then for me, another source is trying to switch sides in the middle of the day. I like to either be short or be long. I don't like to go back and forth. I should have stayed to the long side all day today, like we talked about, but I didn't, which added to my aggravation, which caused me to violate Rule 27 of the 48 Laws of Power, which my friend very elegantly pointed out to me, which I appreciate. That's funny. That didn't make me mad at all. I appreciated it. Other shit makes me mad. Let's see. Yeah, I'm glad Sugar Lump said that. The newsletter is amazing. Believe me, it is in the back of my plan, is to eventually make the newsletter a subscription. Because I'm trying to bring on a writer. We're working that out. And you can see we track about everything. And I'm working on adding, you notice I started doing this more like article format. And we're working on an article every week that'll be short, 400 words. And it's more of a, let's call it a simplified version of Barron's for traders or investors who don't have a lot of time to read a lot of bullshit. I don't need to go on and on and on and on. Here's the point. Here's what's up. And then the charts and videos and homework lessons. The problem I'm running into now, to be honest, is I spent an ordinarily shit ton of time on this newsletter. Like I had to go find 2 videos that I thought were quality videos that are going to teach this. That takes time, right? And then maintaining it. And so look at it. So I got to log every trade, right? Every trade I do is in here in delayed time. If you're in the Discord, then it's in real time, right? Or if you're on my text alerts, I send it out in real time. I let you know first, 20 minutes later, I make a move. That way, if the CIA is listening, I don't front run people and I don't trade penny stocks on alerts. Okay. I do trade pennies, but I don't send out alerts for them. And so I log this so that it's public. So you can go back and see everything I did, man, and then line it up with the money flow. Like go challenge me, go look. Like right here, when I said starting a new position in Target on 622, let's check in. We ain't broke down yet. We're right there though. 622. Let's see what was going on with Target. And you'll see it's exactly the same way I day trade, man. 622, January, February, March, April, May, June. All right. So June 22nd. Wow. Boom. Right there. That was actually a little late. Now this one was a little late because I just didn't have the money. But the perfect buy signal was right there. And then it popped, but then it came back to the exact price. So that's when I jumped in. So, damn, Gerald, that looks perfect, baby. They'll say, but you can't buy the bottom. Bullshit. Now, was it the exact bottom? No, there was a little bit here. But I'd rather miss that little bit here and avoid all of this. So once all this happens and we're underneath the 200, that's called the bread and butter, baby. This will go back to that. I can show you, look, I can show you chart after chart. Goes way down, runs back to that golden line. That's what my new book is about, man. Chaos to Cash. So if you picked up the NFT, you should have got a copy of it. It's still in the works. I got to get it out before somebody rips me off. I've been teaching it too long without putting out anything. I'm afraid somebody's going to rip me off. Okay, look, are we running here? Let's go. Look, we tried to run again while I was babbling about Target. So if we're trading aggressive, right here, we could add more again. Fuck it, we could just add some more. What are we at? How many shares we at? We sold 500. All right, we're at 1,500. Oh, no, let's don't do that. We're headed back down. Let's give that a minute. Yeah, that sector, I had to watch a lot of sector rotation videos though to find one that was simple and to the point and easy. That wasn't, a lot of times they're selling something. I don't want homework to sell something. If you're day trading with me inside of Discord, I always add a little extra homework, and there's a series of videos we're watching from Mark Douglas. Even if you're not day trading, I would watch them. I would definitely watch him because he helps you very much with swing trading. If I was you guys and I'm swing trading, let me give you something here. If you don't have my Getting Started with Stock Charts course, if you get it, come look over here for a second. $1. So as I'm reading, I read Barron's. Like you're an adult now. Oh, you guys are grown men. You should be paying for information. You should be reading shit like the Wall Street Journal. I don't care for the Wall Street Journal. I like Barron's better, where you have guys that are, Morning Stars, one I pay for. So I spend a chunk of money on content so that I get legitimate stuff, not just people constantly trying to sell me shit. These 3X funds, day trade, you see all the things that I keep. Portfolio 3, 4, 5, my kids one, let's see. But let's look, meme stock. So as I'm reading, if I come across a stock I never heard of, but it fits in one of these, but I want to get back to it, I'll drop it in there. These 3X funds I really like. And then once you do that, you come over here and click view all. And then look, you can just start running through them. Now, notice this. I don't know if you notice this. Down, sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways, down, sideways, up, sideways. See what I'm saying? Doesn't that look familiar? Yeah. So that's triple silver. So we track that. So let's say you like silver. I usually start talking silver and people start telling me about the end of the world, monetary. I don't know about all that bullshit. Money flow and silver. That's all you need to know. Let's see. There's Bitcoin, BITX. This is setting up on a stage 1, by the way. This is a 2X Bitcoin, by the way. It trades the price of Bitcoin times 2, and it's setting up. We need one more bar, really. We need 4, right? And we need price to get above that 5-day. The moment this thing gets above that 5-day dotted line, I'm going to take a shot at it. We tried it right here, and then it failed. Cool. I'm going to do it again. Because that's what it does when it runs. There's Brazil, 3X on Brazil, 3X on China. Let's go. What is this? 3X on cloud computing. CONL. This is a 3X on Coinbase, or 2X. No, 1.5, sorry. Look, it's pushing up, man. Bitcoin's turned up. Crypto's turning up right now. So these are 3Xs. So you don't, the deal, what that means is you can put 3 times less money in, not more money. So let's say you got $1,000. Well, it's going to buy you $3,000. So if you had $5,000, instead of putting $5,000 in one trade, you could put $1,000 in 5 3X funds. And now your 5 is trading as if you have 15. Everything okay?
Yeah, you could have
Where am I supposed to go?
You got things to do at the other house.
Oh, yeah. I will. So let's see. What is this? China looks like it's set to go, man. Defense stocks are coming down. This is a triple leveraged on LMT, RTX. So I would learn these, man. I would really, really spend some time on these. And if you want to know my favorite, I have them, bunches of them in here. And the cool thing is once you have your portfolio, you can just kind of whip through here, man. It only takes me seconds. I know what's up when I'm looking at them because I watch them every day. I like that. That's TMF. We've been talking about that. See, I immediately stopped on that. I didn't know what it was at first. I like that setup where it starts to run, pulls back, and then stops. My favorite setup, man. I'm over here bullshitting, and this thing's coming down. So closing. Yep, I'm out. Gave up a little bit there by not paying attention. All right, we're still profitable. We still made a little money on that because it ran up, touched us. We took some down, came back. Remember, I added to the trade, so I kind of fucked it up, or it would have been more profitable. But look, we're still in this box here, so I'd watch. If we jump back up above this 5, I'll get right back in this mofo. So finger on the trigger. That's day trading, guys. Like and man, if you do that for 6 months practicing, yeah, TLT is better, but I'm talking about from a trade perspective. You need a lot of goddamn money to trade TLT. You don't need much money to trade the TMF. Man. So I'm just talking about from a trading perspective. Buy and hold. I would buy bonds, TLT, 20-year bond, 4% dividend yield. When the market goes down, in theory, they go up. And so you would just build that bond position over your lifetime, adding on stage 1s. That is what people pay 2% to a professional manager to do, to put you into a fucking index fund and then over time add to bonds. That's what people pay people to do. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, exactly. It's a great opportunity for you. But if you were to go into a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, I'm just telling you what would happen. They would be like, well, you need to have equal weighting, and even this could be a horrible time to own them, and they'll still put you in that shit. And it's like, well, why don't we wait until it sets up? But they don't have a definition for set up. They don't have a stage one. They don't have an entry point. They don't have things like that. Because if they had things like that, they'd have to be right. And they don't want you to think they're right. And so they're going to tell you they don't have any way of knowing. Past performance is not indicative of future results. It's impossible to know. It's like, well, then why does Jerome Powell use past economic data, man? You know, why use past data if it doesn't matter? That doesn't bother anybody else. It bothers me, man. All right, man, I'm going to get off here. This is just not moving at all today. Oh, right there, back in. 1,000. Got filled at, what the fuck? This thing filled me at 97? What? God damn it. Dude, this thing filled me right at the fucking high. Now, you might think, what's the difference? Yeah, I like Tom Lee, man. I like old Tom Lee because Tom Lee's always bullish and I'm always bullish. And that's worked my whole life. Everyone I ever seen get bearish, sucks, and never has any money, and they get out of the market. And when you look at them 10, 15 years later, they ain't built no wealth, man. They're always starting over. Never, ever, 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 ever get out of the market. All out of the market. Ever, ever. That's for complete dumbasses. Never do that. Never. Go listen to like Howard Marks. They'll tell you, if you're concerned, you can hedge it. You can learn about puts. There's so many things you could do if you're concerned to protect your portfolio, that all that'll happen is you'll give up some upside, but you'll protect that downside and you'll keep yourself invested, and you'll at least keep getting those dividends, or at least give yourself a chance to buy more lower. Don't ever like get all in and all out. That's for people that don't have skills, man. There's no need to ever do that. All that Michael Burry shit and stuff, you see, that guy's a complete lunatic, man. Do you think the Bears in general have certain person? Yeah, I do. Not now, and I'm not saying there's not dudes that don't make money to the downside. And there are plenty of guys that do. I'm adding another 500 shares. I'm just telling you, for most people, staying bullish is going to work. And the reason is index funds work. Well, no shit. The reason index funds work is if this thing filled me, this motherfucker filled me at 40.99. There's a serious delay going on right now. That's because I'm not watching the level 2. Usually if I'm trading, guys, there is a slight delay. So once I see it set up, I'll go 94, 95. And then I watch level 2, and level 2 will hit. And that's, you hear about high frequency traders. They're on that. They're moving super fast. And then, by the time, even on most charting, there's a slight delay. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. Well, fuck, on 2,000 shares, that could be $60, man. So I like to watch the level 2. And sometimes you'll know I'm doing that because you'll hear me calling off numbers. I'll be like 40.95, 40.96. And what I'm waiting is for 40.96. So right now I'm already projecting, like right here will be where the RSI right here, the 7 period is going to hit right here. So if I want to get ahead of this, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to put in a limit order to sell 500 shares because I'm getting the evil eye that I got to go do some other work. 500 shares at 41.07. That should be very close to that 7 RSI hitting. And if you get where you can do that, that'll save you the loss of a possible, by the time you go to click it, that bitch dropped already. And so if it bangs that, it's going to execute that order right on the money. And it just did. Did it? No, sorry. It came back down. So like, watch, I'll call off the level 2. Watch the difference. 41.02, 41.01, 41 even, 40.96, 99. So now we're going down. 40, 99, 49.9, 41. You see the difference? 41. Damn. See how slow it is today? So just so you guys know, man, you're yeah, it'll probably be, I don't know, man. I might not save it. I've been babbling, man. And I'm not saving this. I'm trying out a different software over on YouTube, and I'm adding to the position. I'm trading aggressive because we're live and I'm about to get off. But if you want to trade aggressive, this is how you would do it. 40.97. Shit. See, now we're back down by the 20. It didn't hold. 40.98, 40.99, 40. So the level 2 is going faster. What I want to see is 40.07. All right, now we're headed back up. 40.99. So most of these orders right now that are coming in are on the sell side. Now, do you need to know all that? No, but as you start to refine your trading, it can help you, especially if you notice that your software is behind. And it could be anything. It could be lags between points. This is why the high frequency guys try to buy real estate next to the exchange, because even a split second when computers are trading, that can be money for them. You don't need to trade like that. You don't need to. If you need 1 fucking second or 20 seconds, we're out of the game on that. That's not what we're doing. You know, and half the time, honestly, I'll click and it'll work against me. Half the time I'll click and it'll work for me. So, you know, it's a 1 minute bar. We'll see. I was hoping this thing was about to push, boy. It sure looked like it was. Look how close it got. Look how close it got. Now we're at 94.94. Now we're going down. Yeah. See the delay in that? I said it before it did it. Now there's a 15-second delay on stock charts. Yeah, we're going the wrong way now. I wouldn't say trading wizard, man. I just trade a lot. That's all. Yeah, I guess the limit order. So right now I got one in at 41.7. That will probably ring this first RSI, which is my target. That'll change. If this thing keeps fucking around going sideways, it'll change the RSI calculation. And you sometimes will see me adjust the limit order. The only reason for putting in a limit order, in my opinion, is if it's moving fast, at least if it tags it, then you got out and get it. And you can, you practice it. It's pretty easy to, once you've been doing this a minute, because this is a 7 period and that's a 14 period. And then obviously this is our stop zone. We got in here. It started to rip. My first target's here. We got close. We pulled back. I actually added because I'm trading aggressive. So now I'm holding 2,000 shares of the TQQ with the first target of being 41.07. Now we're headed up. We might need to bring that down. So we're at 41.02. And now the bitch is already back to 41.01. God damn. No, here we go. Let's give this a second. I should have went this long. I'm about to kill the YouTube, I think. Hey, I appreciate you guys struggling with me on the YouTube. I'm trying a different app. And I like it. I got to play with it, which means I'm going to look like a dipshit for a while. I think it'll help me bring on guests while we're live trading too, if they're not scared. I want to bring on some guests and they have to trade it. They have to tell me what to do. I'll make the moves. It'll all be for fun if the FBI is listening. We'll bring Professor on here and see what's up in real time. Come on, Professor. Let's trade it in real time, baby. You got a trader, maybe hit them. They'd probably be scared to come on. Not Professor, but other people. Here we go. Come on. 47.7. 41.7. Push-up time.
My shadows, shedding skin. I've been picking scabs again. I'm done digging through my soul's looking for a clue. I've been crawling on my belly, staring out what could have been. I've been wallowing in my own confusing, insecure delusions. But I used to cross me over, or I would to guide me in. I wanna feel the changes coming down. I wanna know what I've been hiding. My shadow, changes coming through my shadow. My shadow,
Come on, man.
shedding skin. I've been thinking my scabs again.
Whew. Boy, this is crazy boring now. Sorry, I just put an earbud in. I guess we're gonna have to kill it, man. It's hanging in there, huh? I like this StreamYard, so I guess I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna get rid of all this free shit they have so we can put the MFG logo on there. Sounds okay. The screen looks okay. I love the thing across the bottom, live trading using the money flow trading system, visit. So that's cool, right? But what we could do is like, I could put the hot stocks on there. That would be cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to use this, man. I got to get somebody to help me though. It's getting very difficult to live stream and trade at the same time and run sound and monitors and fucking like it's getting very difficult and try to create content and write and it's oh, and by the way, I'm actually a stock trader, so I actually trade all day and research and read, and it's a lot. And I don't know, 19 properties or so. I got to go now and take care of them. Oh, is that what your wife's using, Matt? Okay. This is my third different one, man. I was using another one. I got so mad this morning. I deleted it from my computer, and then I freaked out. I'm like, dude, you just deleted your streaming app. I like flipped out. I deleted it. It was either that or throw the computer, and I figured throwing the computer was the least costly. I mean, that was going to be the most costly anger outburst. So I just deleted the goddamn program. And then I'm like, well, fuck. And then I'm like, well, I needed to try a new one anyway. So I downloaded it. And in 10 minutes, I'm streaming, not knowing what I'm doing. No sound, no video. Then I asked people, hey, go figure out how to buy an NFT and buy the MFG NFT. But I can't figure it out, Gerald. It took more than pushing a button. I'm lost. I'd have to go read. I don't want to do that. I don't want to read. She's not a big fan. I think it was issues with the resolution. Ask her what she's using because here we go. Because I dropped mine. I deleted it. So I'm kind of in a spot now. I got no choice but to use this mofo. Here we go, baby. We're on the move up. Got our same target. Wow, this is one of the most boring days I've ever seen. I need to get her. If you guys don't know Matt's wife, she's a badass. She's on my podcast. If you go back and she's the cookie lady, man. And I was big, dude. I'm gonna tell you, man. I don't know if I told you this when I interviewed her. I'm like, because I've been, I was trying to get different people on. That's the other thing. Podcasting is very time consuming because you have to schedule it with people, and then you have to meet them, and you have to get ready beforehand. And a lot of times they can only do it at 7:30 p.m. and you've been training all day, and then you're trying to document it and send the shit out. Now you got to go do that. So next thing you know, you're pulling 12 fucking hour days, and then so a lot of this stuff is like, you see why these people have teams, because you'll start to go fucking crazy. So but the interview I did with your wife, Matt, I meant to tell her this. Sometimes, you know, when people think you're like tooting the horn, was honestly one of the best talks I have ever done. I mean, we just clicked, because sometimes it's an odd conversation. They're not used to being interviewed. I didn't have to tell her what I was going to ask her. And every one of her responses was like, I thought she was bullshitting me at first. Like she had read my book and was like answering what I wanted her to answer. You know what I mean? I'm like, did you? Because it was exactly what I would have answered if I would have been asked that question. And I was like, man, I loved it, man. She's sharp, dude. I don't know why she married you, but whatever. Good at cookies. I don't know about tasting men, but I'm teasing. But no, you definitely married up, bro. And that hustle story, my God, ladies, you got to go read it, man. I got off the podcast and I turned to my wife. I said, hey, man, we got to get in the cookie business. And when someone's a good guest, she likes my frosted tips. Yeah, I kid you not. I got off there and I go, that woman must really love Matt. Now, of course, I'm kidding, but it was a great conversation, and I know it is when I get off and I want to go do what they're doing. Chris is like that. You talk to Chris and you're like, fuck it, man. I want to buy $1 million in Bitcoin too. And I know I can have that effect on people. Like, and your wife had that ability. That's called natural influencing. That's actually called charisma, is what I think I think that's what we should call it. The ability to be a high value person. Like you can be in a room, they start talking and you're like, man, I need to do that. Like they have that instant, politicians, some of them have that, just that instant fucking rapport, man. Just, I need to go back and listen to that one again. Matter of fact, everyone should, man. You should get your wife on. I'm fixing to do one with my wife. Those ones are kind of hard. So let me see. My wife's smarter than me, so let's see. Which, if you're smart, you've got to make someone smarter than you. Yeah. Let me see if I can find that one with his wife. Let's see. The problem when I talk with guys like Michael Crow and friends of mine is it literally ends up just being a conversation between the two of us. And sometimes those aren't the most useful for everyone. I mean, they can be. If you guys haven't seen this one, this is my man in California, in the most expensive area of California, who is, by the way, a police. He has a civil servant job. He doesn't make a lot of money for what he does. I mean, it's good money, but it's not like he's not loaded or anything. He went from 0 to 6 properties, listening to my stuff, changing his buckets around, doing a few things. So all this shit about, well, in my area, property's too expensive. No, it's not. You're looking at the wrong kind of property, or you're not looking far enough out. If you go, you just got to keep shit. Why do you think I'm looking in Tennessee and looking in other, I'm looking to set up shop somewhere else, but he ended up buying property like 2 hours away. Is that a pain in the ass? Yeah, but now he's got 6 fucking houses and he's a millionaire. So being a millionaire is a pain in the ass if you didn't know that. Let's see. Here's me and the professor. There she is, making money with cookies. Man, that was seriously, my guest today, Summer, cookie artist, cookie business. That was a great one. I really did appreciate it. Let her know that. And this one with Daniel, man, I got a lot of feedback on that, dude. A lot of feedback. And what's funny, the one that got the most listens is Chris Johnson. This is my highest one ever. And everybody knows I love Chris. Chris is my man. Okay. But remember, I'm 53. Chris is 32. He's a baby. That's a baby right there, man. Got the baby skin. He still thinks that watches and big houses are cool. They're cool, but they don't mean nothing. You know what's cooler than that? Fucking apartment buildings. That's what's cooler than that, man. So, but I love Chris. He's a good dude, man. Makes a lot of money. Spend it too soon, in my opinion. I would have held out. I'd have kept living in the garage until I was 40 and worth about $100 million. Everybody should eat shit till they're about 40, regardless. I don't give a fuck if you're making 10 million a month. You should just eat shit till you're like 40. Personal opinion. Because that's what Elon says. That's what Steve Jobs says. That's what Jesus said. That's what Martin Luther King said. That's what everybody great came before me said. Daniel, this one's cool. And he's wearing a pink shirt, so you know he's a badass. You can just wear a pink shirt like that. I can't pull that off. We got a lot of good ones on here. Other than me interrupting them all the time. Here's my man. He used to run with the Bonanno crime family. Me and Gene Barello talk a lot. We text and DM. I'm addicted to mafia. I got a guy from Peru coming on. California, ex-gang member. I like those guys. I think it's cool. Not in a that I think you should do it. I'm just fascinated by gangs and culture and organized crime. This lady here, badass, need to get her back on, but she disappeared on me. I got a lot of feedback on this. This Whitney, I don't know where she went. Where you at, Whitney? People come and go. My man, Robert, man, I wish he had more views, man. This guy here is a goddamn beast. This guy, dude. This guy. You see where it says collects $25,000 in rent? That was August, right? You know what he's collecting now? He just hit 30. He's added $5,000 a month passive since he came to my house in New Orleans in August. You know, Robert's an animal. I do a lot of one-on-ones with Robert. I don't want to say I'm coaching Robert. Robert doesn't need my coaching. But sometimes it's good to have another man who ain't going to take your bullshit, hold you accountable. Matter of fact, I think Robert's moving too fast. He's growing too fast. Robert's got 3 houses that need to be rehabbed. He can't keep up, and he's already buying another one. And there's people that live in his town that can't find houses, I'm sure. He's in Florida. I mean, this guy's a beast. It's all he does. He wakes up. And here's the thing. This is on the side. His profession is something else. He has a full-time regular gig, and then he does this on the side, and he does roofing quotes on the side. The guy's a beast. $50,000 a month probably. This guy here is lazy as fuck. Always drinking beer, partying. That's why I got to be around guys like Robert to remember, Gerald, you ain't got no money. Get up. Let's go. That's what my good buddy right here. He's on the come up. Nick, if you guys don't follow Nick, he's a young dude on the come up. I like Nick, man. Nick met me, had no property. I think now they got 5 or 6. Got their buckets right, adding stocks, become he's on his way to the second million. That's when he was at my house in July. Some of you guys could come to my house and a year later you'd be a millionaire, but I can't go, Gerald. I'm going to go on vacation instead. I don't want to become wealthy and rich. I got to go on vacation. Money's just a thought form. This is good. Me and Michael hooking up. Let's see. Oh, yeah. She's in the MFG, strapped. I like girls with guns. She does gun content. I love this shit. Get your wife on that. Your wife needs a gun. Doubling your money. That's me backstage with the Offspring. One of the MFG members, his son is in our group, but his dad is a full-time roadie, man, for Offspring, all the big bands. He's a full-time roadie. I don't want to give his name up. You guys will be hitting him up for tickets, but they get me backstage all the time to like all these big bands. So it's pretty cool, man. Good people. Now this guy, I got to go look him up. He was in the MFG, kind of disappeared on me. I think he didn't pay his invoice. We had to kick him out. This is what will happen a lot to my real estate people is they get in, they find a real estate deal, because once you find deals all the time. It's just, I'm constantly turning down deals. And then they end up taking their money out of the stock market to buy the deal. And then they ain't got no money in the stock market. And then they kind of lose interest in the stock market. And then they come back to the stock market because they can't find a deal and they got money in the stock market. And you get this ongoing fucking circle jerk going on. At some point, you got to just have money in the stock market, own houses, and stop pulling your money out of the stock market. Go make some money and stack it up. You just got to get ahead of that, and then you'll be all right. But you got to get ahead of it is the thing. Let's see. There's me and Trap. Trap's scared of me, though. They're scared. They'll be like, we'll bring this white boy over, and he's going to teach everybody how to trade, and nobody's going to listen to us. I tried to get him to let me come into his organization just to do charts, man. Let me do charts, man. Let me show you guys how to trade. Because they're good at fundamentals, but let me show you how to actually buy the stock. I was too light. I don't fit in the group. They ain't gonna put me on, man. Although I saw Earn Your Leisure, they had a white boy on there the other day. Come on, man. Why won't they put me on, man? Now, and also, man, I don't know if you guys know this about Earn Your Leisure. They take a cut, man. People they put on there, they take a cut off the top, man. You gotta let them. If you sell some shit on their show, they get a cut, man. So the only people they're bringing on there is people they know they can get a cut on. So don't act like that shit's all like trying to help our people and get the fuck out of here. There may be a little bit of that, but that's about for-profit me making money. Don't get it twisted, man. You're just picking who you're making the money off of, maybe. If you research that a little bit, it ain't as us as they like to project. And if anybody disagrees, I'd be happy to go live and talk about it. There's the professor. I went to him, man. I went to New York. Some of you guys can't come to me. I went to him. I need to know what's up. See if I can trust this guy. He's a Muslim. I fought Muslims in Iraq. I don't give a fuck about religion, skin color. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you're purple. You could be an albino. Do you like stocks and real estate? You are my friend. Male, female, gay, trans. I had a guy getting on me about my gay friends. Man, I ain't having sex with them. I'm talking about trading stocks. It's like, get out of here, man. I'll go to the gay pride thing. I was taking pictures. These guys are all like saying crazy shit. I'm like, bro, fuck out of here. Let's see. I ain't mad at nobody, man. If an alien shows up, if we get actual ancient aliens and shit and they show up here, I'm gonna be like, hey man, you guys trade stocks where you're from? I'm not mad at you. Let's see. I know I wish I could get on that Earn Your Leisure shit. They got a huge following, man. Oh, P.S. by the way, you got to pay to get on that kind of stuff, man. Pay to play. You might get in free, but you're paying somebody. Just so you know. You ain't got to pay to get on mine. I can't even get people to come on when I ask them. Hey, I'm trimming this TQ. I'm trimming right now. Most of you, if I ask, hey, can you be on it tonight? You'd be like, oh, Gerald, let me get back to you. I got to go to dinner tonight with my selling 500 shares. Hey, YouTube, I appreciate you, but on this should look better on the best. That's the best response ever. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what people weirded out, man, like about political parties. I don't give a fuck, man. If you're a left-wing nutbag, I'll trade stocks with Biden. I don't give a damn. As long as we're talking stocks, as soon as we get into everything else, I'm gonna go on out. You know, it's just the way I am, man. I don't have any. You just can't. The life I've lived, man, with being poor and then being in the army, you don't have time for any of that, man. I'm trying to survive. I don't care about anybody's whatever political. Now, unless you just won't stop with this shit, then I got to get away from you. Let's see. My two best friends are gay. More women for me. Let's see. That's why I mean, like, I don't drink beer. Good. More for me. Well, I don't do that. I don't smoke weed. Good. More for me. Well, I don't want to buy any. Good. More houses for me. I'm not mad at you. I sold half. I'm down to 1,000 shares. I sold half at 41.15. Now, what did I tell you? That was what I was waiting on to get off here. What did I tell you? I keep telling you I'm the world's greatest trader. Nobody will listen to me. What did that hit? Bam! Just like I said it would. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now, FBI, I didn't actually know that would happen. I'm just going off a pattern called the money flow trading system. It tends to do it over and over again in an ongoing feedback loop. Does not mean I know where price is going, but I trade as if I do. I act as if I don't. Like praying as if he ain't listening and work like, you know what I'm saying? Pray like he's listening and work like he ain't. That's what this is about, man. Still in a phase 2. We hit exactly where I said and then come down. Now, I imagine now, what do we assume? We're going to go to the top of the band. Remember, we had right there was resistance, and right there's the previous high. And just like we said, bam, man, it hit that thing right there, bam, and then came down. Now I imagine, look, next RSI 60. We got 4 more points. That's going to push it right up into this 41.25 area, and then you're going to see price stop. Be like, Gerald, you can't say that. All right, let's watch and see. I'm going to be in trouble. I'm supposed to already been off here, man. Pray without ceasing. That's right, brother. Apostle Paul said that. That's the way I see it too. People, how much you worry? Shit, I never stop, bro. I'm always trading. Even when I'm not.